In this video, I'm going to show you how to use a coin ledger to pay your taxes if you live in the US, Canada, or Australia. None of this is financial advice. Always do your own research. Without further ado, let's get into it, guys. First of all, let's jump across to Coin Ledger, which is linked down below in the description. So make sure you go and check this out after the video. Crypto taxes are done in minutes. If you own a cryptocurrency and you are in the US, Australia, or Canada, then you are subject to having to pay tax. And this can be done very, very easily using Coin Ledger. Now, Coin Ledger also offers a number of other very cool features which make life very easy. Now, tax itself can be extremely boring. I understand paying your taxes is not a very exciting thing, but this is extremely straightforward because it basically tracks all of your different crypto across all your different exchanges using the free portfolio tracking system. This will then enable it to understand how much money you've made throughout the year or how much money you've lost perhaps, and then this can then produce a report that can then be used within your own country taxing system. And you can see it's been recommended in some of the biggest platforms like Forbes, Bloomberg, etc. Already being used by over 300,000 crypto investors as well. So basically this is see how it all works. We can see that it has a source here. So for example, you can put in like Coinbase, MetaMask, KuCoin, Binance, whatever it is that you're using. It's then going to import all of the transactions that you've taken throughout the year. Okay, so it's going to take every single transaction on every single chain that you've done. Now you understand how much of a pain this would be to do it manually, which is why having a platform like this is very, very straightforward. All you do is you basically take the API keys available on each of these platforms and you copy them and paste them into this platform. Basically then it will preview your tax report and then it will generate an official tax report which you can send to the taxing system in your country, and it basically will give you a file that you can just export with ease. And as you can see, it comes in a different formats, whether that's an IRS form if you're living in the US, tax filing software, or CSV reports. Okay, and if you were wondering whether or not this is going to be a suitable platform for you, well guys, you can get your tax reports from pretty much any platform here. You can see you can view all integrations, which is going to show you everything that you can use. Some of these like BlockFi are not even in existence anymore, but you can definitely find whatever you're using here. And if you don't understand how everything is taxed and you want to calculate your earnings, etc. by the end of the year, whenever the end of the tax year is in your country, then you can come here and demystify crypto taxes with a knowledge base sharing all the information on taxes here. And then here you can see all the customers and what they've been saying about it. Now, if we look into some of these reports, you can see how to report your crypto losses and reduce your tax bill. Now, this is quite cool, right? Because if you've been investing money through the last year or so in crypto, probably chances are that you are probably a little bit down. And while that might sting a bit, actually you can use it to offset the rest of your tax bill. So for example, if you've been earning money through a job and you're paying some tax on that, then you can take the losses that you've made in this and you can offset it, which means you actually reduce your income overall because obviously you've made these losses and therefore you're not paying the tax, the full tax on your other income. And it gives an example here that Bitcoin is treated as property by the IRS and they are subject to capital gains and losses rules. This means that if you realize losses after trading or selling or otherwise disposing in crypto, your losses offset will be capital gains up to $3,000 of personal income. Okay, so obviously if you're going lost like $100,000, it doesn't completely offset your entire income or whatever that is, but it will make a little bit of difference, right? And it gives some little diagrams here where you can come through and it will explain exactly how it all works with long-term and short-term capital gains taxes and various other information down through here. Super detailed, lots of diagrams, etc., which is way easier to understand than I've ever seen with like UK tax and stuff like that. I'm not really sure about IRS and how it works with the American system, but I know government taxing stuff can be a bit confusing. Now there's another one on crypto tax guide for 2023. There's two different types of ways in which you can be taxed on crypto. One is an income tax and one is capital gains. And the difference between the two is an income tax is like the money that I make from my job. And if you are working in Web3 or crypto or something like that, then it's possible that you're getting paid in cryptocurrency, which means that you are taxable for that crypto income, therefore an income tax. Whereas capital gains, if you have a job working as a doctor or a waiter or whatever, and you're getting paid in, let's say, US dollars, and you're using some of those US dollars to go and buy Bitcoin, Bitcoin goes up, then you're going to be taxed as capital gains. In the same way that if you bought a house to rent out to other people, you're also going to get taxed on that. Capital gains tax is taxed differently from income tax. What's great is you put this information into the coin ledger and it's going to work out all of this for you extremely fast based on the country that you're living in and provide you with an official tax document which you can then upload to your government tax taxing system. And here you can see in the 101, it basically tells you how cryptocurrency is taxed. You can come down through, there's tons and tons of information on how it all exists. There's also some videos, so if you are at all confused, you can understand a bit more about how it works. You see there's different tax rates on capital gains. This is 2022 detailing. I'm sure it's pretty similar in 2023, but if you go through here, you'll find out even more information on how it all works. You can also then use this to be a bit smarter on maybe how you take profits, how you offset those profits, etc. through this system. Now, if you look down through the products, you can also see that there is not only a crypto tax reports, but we also have NFT tax software. Okay, so if you've been buying and selling NFTs, which perhaps you were earlier on last year, maybe you've gone off that a bit after the market has gone down. Well, you also need to know that NFTs are taxed as a crypto to crypto trade. Okay, so if you're making money on those NFTs or losing money, then it will also be information that is shared with CoinLedger. And through crypto.com, this will all work absolutely seamlessly as well. It will calculate all of your crypto profits and gains, but also with NFTs as well. And don't worry guys, if you're at all worried about that, there is again the ultimate guide to NFT taxes in 2023. Bit of information about what NFTs are and how the NFT is taxed. There's even a short video on this. So there is literally every base covered for all your questions about tax and makes it very, very easy to understand. And if you're looking specifically for a particular platform like crypto.com, you can see how to do your crypto.com taxes coming through here, and it's going to talk about all of the different features here. Okay, so we've got NFT transactions on crypto.com. You've even got things like staking rewards. So if you're earning a passive income through staking different coins, that's also classed as personal income. Obviously, different countries have different rules, but as I've already mentioned, this is for Australia, Canada, and the US. It also tells you how crypto.com debit card will be taxed. So if you've been spending debit card money, or you've been making money on or you've been making cash back or something like that, it's all going to be taken into account here. And you see that crypto.com will report to the IRS if you've been using more than $20,000 in trading volume, which is really not that difficult if you've been buying and selling multiple trades throughout the year. And therefore, if they're reporting it to the IRS, then it's essential that you go and give the information as well. Otherwise, you could be stung with tax fines, etc. So here for crypto.com, there's a step-by-step guide with a little video. But step one, you literally just log into your crypto.com account, click on the transaction history icon on the top right-hand corner, which is shown here in a very clear image. Coming down to step two, export the icon, select the date range and export the CSV. So the date range would obviously be that tax year. That's then imported onto the CoinLedger platform. Select a start and end date that contain your complete trading history, then click on the CSV, export, click the download CSV button, and then in the CoinLedger platform, upload your CSV to the crypto.com tab. And you can do this all very, very quickly. 300,000 people have been using this platform in order to generate their crypto tax reports, so it's definitely something you can do. So if we jump into the pricing, you can see for free you can basically do lots of these different things, but you won't be able to actually generate any tax reports. And then you can see, depending on your level of investment, a hobbyist $50 up to $200 for unlimited. That's if you're 3,000 or more transactions. Hobbyist would be 100 transactions, which probably most people would be doing that or less through the year. And basically the difference between the kind of paid versions and the free version is that it basically generates software integrations, and then up here you can see includes the tax report like the IRS form, the international tax reports, income reports, capital gains reports, audit trail report, tax loss harvesting. All of these details are down here as well. And here you can see a copy of an example form that it's going to produce for you. This could potentially take you hours, perhaps even days, if you've done enough trades throughout the year to identify exactly when you've been making trades. You can see on the right it's like gains or losses. Some of these go as losses. In fact, most of these are losses here. A few very small gains. And then at the bottom it tells you different totals, etc. all done for you. So in summary, if you are trading crypto and you need to produce tax reports, well, I recommend saving yourself some valuable time. Coming over to CoinLedger, link down below in the description. You can do your crypto taxes in just minutes. That's for things like NFT trading, futures trading, staking, whether you've been using crypto farming pools, anything like that. Guys, it's all going to be done through this platform, and you can basically use their free portfolio tracker as well, which is a cool way to keep your eye on all of your different crypto throughout the year, how they've been performing, and that's also going to help you with your investing as well. So if you've got any more questions, guys, I recommend coming across to here, looking into the blogs and looking at each of the videos that can explain everything in even more detail than I've just gone through. If you enjoyed today's video and found it useful, please hit that thumbs up button for me. And if you're new to crypto, NFTs, Web3, and so much more, then hit subscribe and I will keep you up to date as it happens. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.